Welcome back to the pajama party. Welcome back to the pajama party. A Pac's perspective is what we're gonna see tonight. Get the beat together. Welcome back to the pajama party. Welcome back to the pajama party. Hey, a Pac's perspective is what we're gonna see tonight. Ooh, yay. All right, hey gang, and welcome back to the place to be, the pajama party. All right, so I got a little bit of oof for you. So we were supposed to have. Before we get into that, how was your week? Was your week great? Did you have a great week? Did anything juicy happen? How's life been treating you? With that being said, so I did not look up. I even put the woman of the week down here in my notes. I don't know where she is. She hiding for this week. I am so sorry that I was like, yes, I started this great. Like I got 2 women of the week, and I ain't got nobody this week. But please be assured, I'll have you a new woman, a new lady of the week next week. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry that I don't have it, but that just gives us time to talk about more interesting things. Not to me, the women of the week are interesting, okay? But I guess this helps me to uh have more time for stories. So let's zoom it on by. But I do want to apologize because I don't, well, really, I don't know if you guys are interested in that anyways, but for me it's always nice to learn about like hidden figures that, especially like I say, contributed to the world, who are minorities, because like schools don't really teach you a lot of that stuff. Like I didn't know about the lady, let me drop some random facts on you. I didn't know that the first lady who created a tampon was a black lady. And I was like, well, I'll be. I did not know that the first freaking, was it iron? Something. Something was created by a black man. I'm like, they don't teach us these things in school. But, my friends, nevertheless, like I say, we'll have a new lady next week. So, sit in the corner with me, y'all. I'm trying to see. I'm skeptical because as soon as I took these off, it started hurting. I cannot like have bright lights in my face for too long. I've been doing content all day, so my eyes are like, you will not run this game on me. So sit in the corner with me. So I wanted to ask you guys. I was kind of trying to explain this to my mom earlier, and I don't really feel like I said what I wanted to say. On one hand, I did, but there was more I wanted to add to it. But I mean, she gave me some good advice that I was like, I needed to hear what you said by this. Okay, we are gonna talk body positivity. So what spurs this on is my grandma bought me some clothes for my birthday. I know, yes, happy birthday to me again. But she bought me some outfits for church. Well, mostly for church, but just outfits really in general. She bought me this beautiful pink dress. All right, yeah, I'm gonna post a picture, but it is like form fitting and everything else. And y'all, when I first put this dress on, I was a little baffled, and it's just more or less because like it was hugging the right things, and I was just like, is this too much? Like I feel like I'm showing a lot. And my mom's like, have you seen the outfits that you wear like to concerts and stuff? And I'm like, but that's the point. They ain't a concert, like I know what fish I'm trying to catch there, but like this is the Holy Ghost congregation, like holla if you hear me. But so this dress, I didn't want to wear it though. I wanted to wear it, and like when I did wear it and I went to church, the comments that I got, they were great. I got told a lot how beautiful I was. I got kissed on the cheek. All right. Like it was a great time. I got told, like, you look so fancy. And I was like, I wasn't trying to look fancy. I just wanted to feel pretty. But that brought up a question because I was also doing content today. And in a photo that I took, I didn't feel very confident in it. And so like I said, my mom gave me some good advice to take with me that I need. But I want to ask you guys, like, what are some things that have helped you stay like body positive? Because so for me, here's the thing. In this photo that I took, and even in the dress, I think a lot of times I am. So, one thing about me that I'm still trying to let go of is what everybody else has to say. Um, and as far as my body, I got body shamed a lot when I was younger for being thicker than most people. And I told my mom and my best friend, like, I spent so much of my life thinking I was fat. And then I did get fat, and I was mad at the people who told me I was fat when I was younger because they lied. They lied, they lied. And when I go back and look at my pictures, I could like not only mollywop myself, but mollywop everybody else, but mostly myself for believing them, you know, and especially knowing that like a lot of comments were fueled behind like negativity and jealousy and things like that. But so one thing I want to learn how to do is become more confident in my body. You know, like I want to be confident in whatever I wear, no matter like what I'm showing. And it is not that I was so revealing, but I was so the way I explained it to my mom is I want to learn how to embrace like my sexuality as a woman. You know, showing cleavage sometimes is hard and like modesty, ladies, like, you know, I can't tell you how to dress. That is on you. But you know, for me, I want to be modest. Like I might want to show a little bit, but not too much. But even then, in certain pictures like that, like I feel guilty, like, oh my God, like you're really gonna show that. And I think part of it comes from like everybody I everybody see the problem. Everybody, did you hear that? Did you hear that? We gotta stop working and caring about what everybody else says. But you know, a lot of people when they look at you and you don't have turtlenecks on, they act like it's the end of the world and you're doing everything wrong. And then too, like I said, because I am a thicker woman, for me, it is hard sometimes to like always revel in me, depending on what I wear. Cause some things I'm like, dang girl, whose model are you? Like, yes. And honestly, in general, I have struggled with body positivity. Um, Last year, and I've said this on the channel, but I'm putting it back in here because it was sitting in the corner. But last year, I was 316 pounds, somewhere up in there, you know, and I've been shedding away, working out. Y'all, I even run. I ran this morning, and I ain't ever liked running. Okay, I run to the fridge, but that's about it. That's about it. I ain't gonna even hold you there. You know, that's about it. But you know, I've been trying to be more confident in my body because I even told my mom and my friend, my best friend, this a couple of they're both my best friend. I told my besties this a couple of months ago, but it seems like the more weight I lose, the more hard times with like confidence I'm having. And I think the only reason I'm having such a like identity crisis with confidence now is because I'm going back to the way I was before I gained all the weight. And I was still in school then. And because I got bullied and teased a lot, y'all, I literally got told by a girl that the only reason I had thighs and a butt is because I had to let somebody be smashing, because there's no way that collard greens and cornbread can make somebody have a body like that. I don't know what you want me to tell you, but the greens be slapping over here, baby girl. All right, like that was the only thing that was slapping and clapping in the house. All right, was the cornbread and the greens, because my mom, oh, she did not play that. All right, and there was no sneaking out. Okay, her room was right here. My room was right here. We had paper thin walls. I had the window up one time, contemplating running out after I had just gotten in trouble. She was like, "Oh, you gonna leave?" I was like, "Absolutely not." I was shutting down. But really, in all seriousness, it has been hard for me to be positive with my body, and it is something that I want to change. And I know, like I said, she made a good point because she was like, the picture ain't gonna do it for you. Like, it's a mental thing, and that is very true. I know it is a mental thing, and I know it is something within me that I have to get worked on, that I have to work on the Lord with, you know, to like get it together. But dresses, as much as I love them, when I wear them, that is when I'm like, And I don't know why I feel so shy and sheepish. And like I said, I don't know if it's because like it shows my form. So to me, like I'm like, damn, what if I don't look as good as I think I don't look? Or look as good as I think I look. But once again, every time I think like that, I know that those triggers are coming from how other people may perceive and look at me. But why does it matter? Like I don't ever want to live my life. What? Not anymore. I don't want to live my life pleasing other people and going off of what other people think, because of the simple fact that I tried to live that life and it crashed and burned, baby, burn, baby, burn. Hey, disco inferno, it burned. It burned bad, and so I just wanted to ask, like, when it comes to body positivity for you, I guess what is what you do, and what you don't do. Um, excuse me, are you confident in dresses? And now a skirt, a high waisted skirt, I'll shut you down. All right, even when I was thicker. And oh man, that's a funny story I can tell y'all right now to break the tension. There was this guy in this old apartment complex that I lived. If my parents hear this, they're gonna crack the heck up. We're gonna call him Eminem. So we lived up the stairs in this apartment that we lived in briefly. And this cat he was trying to make it known that he was feeling me. No. And listen, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all this story. This man was trying to help us carry some of our furniture up the stairs. He dropped the couch on my mom. I don't care what nobody say. He dropped it on her. He dropped it on her. And I was like, if you cannot pick up the couch, how you going to pick me up? How you gonna pick me up, Bucko? What do you think is gonna happen? Because I want to be picked up. Like, you gonna have to show some kind of strength and endurance to get it together over here. Like, this is not my future, okay? Fear is not my future, all right? And so, he would come out, greet us all the time. Really sweet family. They were a sweet family. They really were. Had some issues, but a sweet family. A sweet, sweet, sweet as ice cream. Cause what family don't got issues, right? So, anywho's, this cat, we ain't gonna talk too much about him. We just gonna say one day I was walking up the stairs to go back into the apartment. I had wore this skirt out. I'll insert the picture. I think it was when I wore this particular outfit, or I'll at least show y'all the skirt because it was one of my favorite skirts. I had to give it away though because I had started to lose weight and like the freaking arms would not stay on my shoulders. They kept falling and I didn't know how to tailor it and like jerk the like the little, and I honestly didn't think I was gonna like lose the weight to fit it how I wanted. Y'all hold on to clothes that you really love because I regret so much giving it away. And I'm pretty sure Hot Topic might have a replacement, but whatever. So I was walking up these stairs. He was walking by. And my mom was cracking up when we got to the top stair because apparently Eminem had his eyes peeled. If this is me walking, his eyes was peeled and he was trying to peek under my skirt, y'all. And my mom was like, she was popping it too. She was popping it because I can't help that it moves back there, all right? Because I'm gifted. Like, I can't help that it moves. But that did not give that man the right to look. But I guess he said, if you out here blowing in the wind, baby, I'm I'm a peek. I'm a peek. But oh yes. So he got him a little sneak peek, and I was just like, of all the people who could have sneaked and peeked, it had to be you. Oh man, I don't think I'll ever forget that or live that down for that matter. Cause they crack a bunch of hearty chuckles on me every time that story comes up. And I feel like Boo Boo and the Fool. Okay, let me tell you. So really, I also put this in here to just encourage somebody and say, like, confidence truly does come from within, and I know a lot of times I get up here and I say things and like I tell you guys stories and it may seem like hopefully it never appears that I'm trying to be a Miss Know-It-All or a Miss Perfect because I realize that I have flaws. Like if you go and look through any of my videos, I've lived a life, okay? I have flaws, but even then, even with this, I still have days now where I struggle with my confidence and my body positivity. And I mean, I guess I really want to know, am I the only one? Like, am I the only one still trying to get it together with that logic, And I was even telling my best friend that at one point in my life, And even now I do it, and I have to like get out of that notion. I will put on long sleeves for like content or like to go out sometimes because I don't want my arms shown, because I have like stretch marks on my arms, like right here and a little bit up here on my shoulders. And so sometimes I get self-conscious because of what my ex said about my arms. But I'm working on it. And I can say, even though like I was in the dress and I was like, "Ooh, I don't know at first." By the time church was over, I was like, "Baby, look at it. Look at what the Lord created on it. Look at what the Lord did for me." And even like with the content photos I have taken, I know like come time for me to post, I'm gonna be like, "Girl, slay all day." But it's kind of like it goes in stages. I question it, then I have to sit with it. Then I'm like, you a boss, you a boss. But I want to be like, you're a boss at the beginning of the week. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if wearing a dresses kind of makes me feel like. So one thing I've always been criticized about is that like, and I don't even know how to say this, but I got told one time I was not like cutesy and girly enough. My aesthetic was too sexy. And I don't know. And then I had to deal with one person telling me that I wasn't sexy at all. I was just very adorable and cute. And so a lot of times when I look at myself in the mirror, I have to unwrite the narrative of something that, and I heard that last part, like you're not sexy, but you're cute. I heard that last part for 2.5, close to 3 years. And then this person would call and this person was an ex. She would call other people sexy and like gorgeous and stuff, but I only got cute and adorable. And then when I wanted to be sexy and like pop off, "Oh, you're too revealing. You're showing too much skin. Why are you wearing it out the house?" What? It is crazy, y'all. So like I say, if you are a person who struggles with body positivity, know I'm right here with you in your corner. And I think too, it comes down to like the world has tried to make it seem like big girls, we are just like unhealthily big because we sit around and eat all day. But a lot of that stuff is not true, and then on one hand, it's not even because you eat a whole box of honey buns and baby, that is it. Okay, do you hear me? And I know it has to do with metabolism and other things like that, but a lot of times it is like a mental thing. And I know for me, when I did stress eat, I stress eat because I was stressed. Like I thought about so much and I wanted to be comforted. And that's what food gave me. It comforted me. A hamburger is not going to look at me and tell me how fat I am while I am eating it. It's not going to tell me what kind of horrible person I am or how unloving and unattractive I am. The aroma is just going, do like them cartoons and scoop you up and say, "Mwah," kiss you right on your nose and be like, "Eat me." That's what I'm made for. So just know, if you are listening to this, I believe you're beautiful, okay? Your body is yours. Embrace it, all right? Embrace it. Wear those dresses, girl. Wear those skirts, all right? Wear your men, wear your suit and tie. Whatever it is you want to wear, like that is your prerogative, and just be confident in the skin you're in. And really too, beauty, I truly believe beauty comes from within you. I feel like beauty is something that's on the inside. Like your looks can say so much about you, but your beauty is within. So that is like the biggest thing. But sometimes you just want to feel sexy in something you put on. Like you just want to feel beautiful in something. So I would encourage you to put it on anyway and to wear it. Like baby steps. Don't force yourself to be uncomfortable. And that's pretty much what my mom was telling me in so many words. But, if you want to try new things, try it. Because when I first started wearing even makeup, a lot of colors, I was like, they are not fitting this skin like other people's with other skin tones. But now I can see, like, I love how makeup and eyeshadow looks on me, when I choose to wear it. And like I said, the dress, I can't wait to put that pink dress back on. All right. Cause I was like, you are giving, baby girl. Yes. And so, just really be encouraged. It is your body. You have a beautiful body. Okay. And if you are unhappy with your body, working out is not a bad thing. I've been working out faithfully since November, and I honestly cannot believe I am even uttering those words out of my mouth. I think everybody in my family is still flabbergasted, and they probably think I am an AI because, first of all, who is she to talk about working out? Because no, I have never. But to work out consistently, and like people in my family, especially my dad and my brother, they always tell me how proud they are of me and just try to encourage me and uplift me because y'all, it has not been easy to get here. And they had to force me to work out. All right. I ain't ever just been one to want to do it. Or if I started, I stopped. Like the first time I started working out, like last or the year before last, I stopped when the winter came because it was too cold to work out outside, and I was working out on this bench. And then I just didn't keep up with it. But last year I decided I was tired of looking that way, feeling the way I felt, couldn't even walk down like a thing of stairs without being out of breath. I went on a roller coaster, couldn't fit, got embarrassed in public. That was for the birds for sure. And like I said, I just wanted to feel cute in the stuff I wore. I wanted to feel like, I got these. I wanted to feel like I got these, you know what I'm saying? These long legs if I don't fall back. I want all of that. And this squeaky chair, by the way. And yes, okay, what kind of English was that? Y'all, this chair is squeaking because my normal bench that I usually sit on, or normal it is not a bench. Stool is gone. So I have this. But really, I say all that rambling and nonsense to just reassure you that you're beautiful inside and out. And whatever you want to wear to increase your confidence, do it. I cannot wait to winter to fall in so these thighs can be thigh-in and thigh highs. All right? Yes. But you should, if you want to wear a dress, wear a dress. You want to wear a skirt, wear a skirt. Don't let people tell you you can't because you look like this or you look like that. You do what you want to do. Now don't be out here flashing your cheeks. Once again, I cannot tell you how to dress or live your life, but you ain't gotta flash your cheeks to feel like that it girl unless you want to feel like it. Then that is your prerogative. Do what you will, what you want. I don't want you to feel judged. I'm not judging you. You live your best life. Because if you got it, flaunt it. Girl, I know you want to. You didn't know where that was going, did you? All right. Fake it till you make it. So, speaking of which, I want to take y'all back and tell y'all this funny story that happened to me when I was in high school, just to give you some giggles before we wrap it up. So in high school, I wanted to play tennis. I wanted to wear the tennis skirts. I had seen the girls in the tennis skirt, and I was like, I could wear a tennis skirt like that on campus and like be the best that I can be. Pop it and bop it, girl. And I think what was so keen about this too, I don't know if anybody watched the story about Pluto and I, but Pluto and his team would practice outside. So if this is the tennis court right here, Pluto and them were over here. And then football boys were a little bit back. They would run to and from, like from the school to there, or track was back there. So we would all go into the parking lot with each other at the end of practice and stuff. So of course I wanted to be seen, like on game days I wanted to be seen in my little skirts when we went and visited other players and stuff. First of all, okay, my coach for the birds, I remember when I first started tennis, I asked him, I was like, hey coach, like, do we need any like certain shoes for tennis? Y'all, he goes, yeah, tennis shoes. All the other girls laughed, and I was looking at him like, really? Really? He was an older man, and he was white. So that also made me feel disdain. But he was our counselor, all right? And We gonna side eye him for reasons unknown. I mean, unknown to y'all. But I've had this conversation with my best friend. But he did help overall when I need. He was very sweet after that little comment that he made at me. But I was like, you're not gonna make me feel like boo boo the fool out here, okay? Cause you and I like I felt dumb because I'm like, okay, tennis shoes, ha ha ha, like I get the joke, but you need special shoes. Like people in soccer need cleats to play soccer. All right. If you on the track, you cannot run track and field with cleats. But if you play football too or baseball, you're probably gonna be wearing cleats. So I didn't want to come out there with like no freaking slide-in shoes or something, or or like some shoes that like I would fall in and just bust my butt. Whatever, dude. I'm literally getting mad about this. Like I've talked about this and I literally feel myself with PTSD. So there was, even like when I wanted to wear shorts to practice, because I did have some shorts that I wore to practice. Once again, I knew it was a team over there. I was trying to be a hot mama. I ain't gonna front you. All right. There was some soccer players I was interested in. There was an older man I was interested in that I had no business even touching with a 10-foot pole. I did not touch him, just to clear that up. But none of that happened. But how it is. I say how it is, but I at least, I wanted to show off the goods that like, don't sleep on me, all right? Because none of y'all want to give me a chance. But like, look at the skirt. Look at this booty in this skirt. It didn't work because I still got put through the ringer, okay? And like, they didn't care about that dang skirt. And I mean, some of them probably did. I'm pretty sure a lot of people got a lot of looks in, okay? Because oh, I've heard some things. But anywho's. So, what funny story I want to tell y'all about this is I was not the best tennis player. You can ask my parents about this and you'll probably get a whole lot more out of them than out of me. But they came to one game and my mom was like, if you ever tell us to come back to another tennis match, I'm gonna take the racket myself. And I was appalled and flabbergasted because the match that they came to see, I thought I was trying. And she was like, trying was not in your being. Like, I don't know what you call that, but that was not trying. And y'all, that I walked away with a bronze medal. I'm like, Mama, I got a medal. She was like, they was passing them out to everybody. They do not ever let me have tennis when I talk about it. Like a lot of things I can defend myself on, but they were like, you were not trying. We know our daughter, okay? We know you. This was not the effort of somebody who tries. So, okay, I didn't try hard enough, but I got a medal that day, okay? So I want to tell y'all about a story that happened that day and another story because both of them just are hysterical to me. And even if I don't laugh too hard on it now, it's because I've thought about these enough that like the giggles are just giggling a little bit. But I think y'all will find it funny. So that match where they came to, we were out there playing, right? Just a pop and a puka and a pakada boom. My friend, I don't know, my former friend, I don't know what this kid was thinking about. She's also family too, but I don't know if she'll ever watch these or see this because we don't talk. But we're gonna name her Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. So she goes, and no, it's not because she's Hispanic. She's actually black. But only my best friend is gonna know the reference to that one. But she goes to hit this tennis ball and she goes down swinging. And y'all, I'm talking about when she smacked hard. And I was just like, I was appalled. I was appalled that she even went for the ball because I, like my parents said, I would have watched that roll on by. Like if I cannot lean out and tap or pow, like I am not about to break my back trying to do a dive and go for this ball because I'm gonna end up just like Feliz Navidad on that ground with a bruised knee. Sue me. I was not about to risk my life for no tennis ball. Do you hear me? It is not worth it. I came to be cute, all right, and maybe I didn't have the best intentions with tennis, but I did try, y'all. I tried some games, okay? I really did want to be good at tennis, but tennis is such a brutal sport. Like, Mm-mm. And then I had a lot of people in my family tell me like, "Oh, you might want to be careful so you don't get the tennis elbow." And I think that that really scared me out of tennis because it was something that I probably would have kept up with or like tried to be better at in college. But hearing crap like you're gonna have a tennis elbow or arthritis, I was like, I don't desire to live a life like that. Like I'm good. I saw a girl get smacked in the mouth with a tennis ball and it took out one of her teeth and I was just like, ooh, ooh, she was big mad at that girl and I was just like, I'm glad I didn't hit the ball. We used to do these things called volleys where he would like toss us rounds over the net and we would have to hit them back to him. And we used to do it with each other or sometimes we would play like 2 versus 2 matches. And so one girl who like smacked it to the girl who got her mouth knocked out. I mean, it was just like you know how you play on Wii and that ball, when you play Wii Sports and you're doing tennis and that ball is going and it has like that air behind it, y'all. I swear that's how that ball was going after that girl. Like, that was a hard fast ball that she didn't even see coming, all right? And I think she lost her tooth. Like, it was a bloody mess. All right. And I was like, that is why I don't trust none of y'all. All right. That is why I'm not about to risk my life for tennis. So the last story is we were at this tournament and we were playing. We were playing these matchups. You know what I'm saying? Like we were getting it together. Y'all, there were some people playing beside us on the court. And one of them, you know, set the when you first set the ball, you got to throw it up and like smack it down, strike it down or whatever. I forget the technical terms. Y'all, it went over the gate. Over the gate and it bounced off of somebody's black car. And we were all like, ooh, because y'all, I kid y'all not, if anybody would have came in there, I would have been gone. I would have lived. But it hit the car and the car did go off. Like the alarm went off and I was just like, you're lying. It was a rough day. I don't know if they ever found out like who did it or if they were ever questioned because where we were warming up and playing that, like there was benches and stuff, but like on the other side there was more important matches going on than what we were doing. And so while we were warming up and getting ready for our match, yeah, somebody spiked the ball over the gate and it bounced off a car. And I was just like, you see this in movies all the time, but very rarely do you see this like in person and live to tell the tale. So if you're the owner of that car, it wasn't me. I don't remember who did it, Chief, but it was not me. Just rest assured knowing that I couldn't even get balls that high over the fence. And if I did, it was only for the purpose of letting the soccer players see me when I had to go and get the ball. Mommy, I'm sorry. I love you. So yes, that was so the fake it till you make it here. The moral of the story from this one was I faked my interest in tennis. Okay, I was interested. So faking the interest in tennis was not what I faked. I faked trying. I ain't try for nothing. If I did try, it really was the bare minimum. My parents were right. All right. I my coach thought that I wanted to be like a tennis star. So that was a fake on my half because I didn't want to be a tennis star. I just wanted to be the tennis model. I just wanted to have the tennis bracelet, the tennis skirt. That was it. That was all I wanted out of that situation. And quite frankly, I wish tennis would have been something that I would have avoided. I made great friends. It was a rock that season was a rocky season because okay, so I guess I'll tell you, I feel y'all in on this story. So Feliz Navidad. She felt like I should be with her. So she put the moves on me. And I was like, it's kind of weird for you to do this because come to find out, like, well, no, I don't think she is. Let me not say that because I don't think she is. I could be wrong about her. But so there was this guy, and I ain't gonna even touch his whole story with the 10-foot pole. Not tonight. Probably not ever, unless it is special requested. Because there's not really much around him. He's just a triggering conversation. But all parties are healed from that. So we're gonna name him Cortisone because there's like some cortisone cream on my desk. But anyways, so cortisone. Who? This is so funny to me. My best friend is gonna be hooting and hollering when she puts these names and faces together. Cause anywho, so carry on. So cortisone over here, man, what a fitting name. I had a crush on him. All right. And ladies, listen, guys too. All right. It is in your best interest to approach your interests by yourself. Don't let everybody else get involved. Don't let anybody play the middleman. Don't be like, hey man, can you hook me up with? You do that by yourself, because cortisone situation taught me you cannot trust your friends like you think you can. At one point in time, cortisone was feeling me. What happened? I don't know. All I know is that I had friends involved, and when I was texting him again, because we had started texting, me and cortisone had started texting, like we was vibing, we was chilling a little bit, like it was there. Then it just wasn't. And I really feel like the friends that I had involved went and said too much to him or said the wrong things to him. And it's high school. Like none of the girls that I was friends with then am I friends with now, because I found out something about all of them. But anyways, hurrying along. The Feliz Navidad did not want me with cortisone because she felt like I was wasting my time chasing behind him like it was a lost cause, which she was right. But her, like, I guess solution to the whole thing was for me to date her. And I was like, no. And then the worst part of it was, y'all, I didn't even know that she had felt like that for me until that day. And when I tried to explain to her, like, okay, I understand your feelings, but me and her were supposed to be best friends. That was step one. We were supposed to be best friends. I was a very affectionate high schooler. I'm still a very affectionate girl. I will hold your hand and walk down the street with you if I feel comfortable with you. Like my best friend, I will hug on her. You know what I'm saying? Lay beside her, the whole shebang. But I don't know in what point she took that and ran with it that I wanted to be with her, but she called me a bitch. She called me the B word because I didn't want to be with her. And because I was still chasing after cortisone. And it wasn't that I was chasing after cortisone. I just didn't want to be with her. And I felt like her, and y'all remember Macbeth from last week? He was guilty of this too, which is why I didn't really give him a chance in high school. Both of them wanted to make it seem like cortisone was just an issue. And like, okay, it is not that cortisone was not an issue in his own way or whatever was going on, but I felt like they kept trying to make him be this bad guy, not because he was a bad guy, but because they wanted me to choose them over him. And like, it is my choice. Even if he could be Vladimir Putin, but if I choose to find out about him, that is my prerogative. And you don't get to take that from me just because you want me in your courts and in your good graces. Because I would never do you like that. Like, you are allowed to date who you want, explore. If I'm not the one for you, then go out there and find the one who is. And like, in the end, it didn't even really matter because I didn't end up with cortisone, nor did I end up with either one of them. They both blew their shots. But yes, tennis has given me some stories. All right. Tennis gave me some situations that I was like, you will not. I couldn't believe them. So I hope those stories did make you giggle. And like I say, if you have somebody that you are fond of, you go down that road by yourself. You find that out by yourself. So as we're coming to a close, here are your 3 bullet points. Number one, your body is beautiful. I know I asked you that question and I went on that spiel, and like I say, even I'm still trying to find like my confidence and my resolution, because some days are better than other, but it's a learning progress. Like, I do not expect myself to get everything right now, because there are years of trauma that I have to unpack and work through in my life, and I know that I am not anywhere where I used to be. So I do take comfort in that, and you should too, because every day is a new day to get up and to try again. And unless you keep walking forward, you're never going to make any progress. So please remember that your body is beautiful and it is yours, and however you you choose to adorn it, that is your prerogative. Don't let people tell you what you can and can't do with your body. It's yours, you know. And if you want to wear a cute dress, wear a cute dress. Like if you want to wear a two-piece and a combo, wear a two-piece and a biscuit. Like that is your prerogative. Um, Number two, pray and ask God for confidence. Not even just for the confidence, but like I said, a lot of times I feel like a lot of things we deal with confidence wise, because we do need confidence, but he has already given it to us for one. And for two, I think that comes from, like I just said, a lot of trauma, a lot of bad experiences that we have. So ask him to reveal those things to you so you can start searching like the affairs of your heart and see like, oh, well, dang, like this situation probably had a part to play in this. And like, oh, well, dang, like maybe I need to reevaluate this and be healed up by this. It works. I'm telling you, it works. It is just, it's beautiful to rethink about situations, and even though they kind of sting, when you let them go and you're healed from them, it's nice to just move on and be on the other side of it, because you're not going to stay in that place forever. Three, have the right motives. um Back to my fake it till you make it. There was no reason I should have been out there on that court. I didn't really have the right motives. I just wanted to be seen and I wanted attention, and I wanted to be validated so much by other people that it cost me a lot of heartache in the problem and problems. But it cost me a lot of heartaches. It cost me a lot of sleepless nights. It cost me a lot of tears that I quite frankly did not have to cry if I wouldn't have been so hell bent on what other people thought and if I was attractive to other people. Which is why I think that this time around, truly, my weight loss journey has been such a great one, because finally I'm at a point in my life where I'm doing things for me. If I want to wear that dress or if I want to post that photo, that's my prerogative. I'm doing it because I want to do it, because I feel confident in it and because I like it and I vibe with it. And I'm just trying to find more of that balance where I do things because I want to post them, because I enjoy them, not because other people enjoy it. Now, I want you to enjoy the stuff I post, but that not that should not be dependent on what I post. My pictures are mine. My outfits are mine. And if I'm allowing you to see it, it's because I want you to see it. But that's my choice. And I feel like that kind of came off like a little, but it in all seriousness, like, it's your choice. Whatever you want to show the world, that is your choice, and how you want to show them. Just make sure your motives are right and pure, because doing things from a place of bitterness or anger or just negativity and like slander and all those things, it's not going to make you feel good, and it's not going to give you the result you think it will. And you're going to be stuck with a lot of self-regret if you do that. And it's really hard to pull yourself out of those places where you kind of go down this rabbit hole of like living a life that is just, I don't want to say wicked, but a life that's full of like all the bad emotions, jealousy, bitterness, and hate. It takes too much work to hate and to envy somebody. It truly does. I am in love with the peace that I have now, and like, being by yourself is not always bad. Having one or two friends ain't bad at all. But let me tell you, peace of mind is the best thing you can ever have. And the Father gives that to you when you hold his hand and let him guide you. So, thank you all for another week of hanging out with me. I seriously hope y'all did have fun, okay, listening to my crazy stories and to my ramblings. I'm so sorry again for not giving a woman of the week. I promise it'll be back. I'm going to do my best. Yeah, she's going to be back next week. But if you did enjoy, please kiss me with the like button. Please comment below. Talk to me. Talk to me about whatever it is you want to talk to me. What have you done? What have you faked? What have you faked? All right, let me know. I would love to read some of the fake it till you make it. I want to know, because I know I ain't the only one out here trying to thrive and survive by myself. But yes, comment. Please hit the bell. Please subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. Please go check out the Real Bible Stories. I feel like that would encourage you, and just, it shares some more serious testimonies that I have that, I put some serious testimonies on here too, but this is kind of like the more humorous side to tell my story. And that one is kind of like, as serious as I can muster it to be. I do include some, animations and stuff, but that one is more like, meaningful. And like I say, it has deeper stories, and because it ties me back to God, and, my walk with Him, and my love for Him, and His love for me and for us, And so please be encouraged and know that the Lord goes before you. He fights your battles. I also have face painting videos on here. Y'all, I have been talking about a lot of new things. This week, I actually talk about a South Korean movie that just sent my mind for a loop. So if stuff like that or anime reviews get you, please go check that out. Please check out my TikTok at DohiSama and my Instagram. That's where I have my edits. I have chaotic karaoke, and I'm trying to love some few little things coming up as Halloween season get here. But yes, my friends, yes. I hope you've had an incredible week until now. Okay, I hope you have an incredible weekend. I don't really know when people are listening to this, but I post these on Saturday, so I hope that you've had an incredible week thus far. But until I see you next week, please always remember that the Lord does love and bless you. May He keep you. You can do anything when the Father is with you. I love you, and I hope wherever you are, just know I'm supporting you too. But I hope wherever you are, you're having an amazing day or an incredible night. Be blessed. Goodbye, guys.